No, you're not in. Hello there, this is Cheryl Lentz, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, talking to you on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, thereof, a little bit past, right around there, round 2, somewhere in there, in the vicinity of 2. Anyhow, I have a really fun fold to show you today. It's one of the cards that the people who are coming to my Christmas bingo are going to be making. So it's a special card, also special because I received this card from my upline, Sarah Schuler, who just reached her $1 million sales thing. Yay, Sarah. Hi, Patty. So it's a really fun fold. I should have called her and said, Sarah, I'm doing your fold. So if you're watching, Sarah, I'm doing your fold. And I'll show you her card and I'll show you my card. I made a Christmas card. So hence the Christmas bingo, you know. So I am going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to show you the cards that I made with the watercoloring that I did on Friday. So I'll quick do that. I better turn the camera around so I can get it done for you. So welcome, Patty. It's cold here. You're going to be so happy. And I keep looking at my watch. The battery died. I'm going to take it off because I keep looking at my watch and there's nothing on it because I plugged in my toothbrush instead of my watch last night. So there we go. I'm going to put that away. All right, let's turn the camera around and we shall get started. Ta-da! We're going to go for a little ride. So close your eyes if you get motion sickness. Peter always got motion sickness, poor guy, every time we would go somewhere. We were so worried on the ship that when we took a trip that he was going to get, oh boy, now I can't make it smaller. There we go. Okay, so everybody knows there's a big sale going on for the next 3 days. It's really a good deal. So I just want to remind you of that too real quick while you're looking at these. It's on stamp sets, not stamp sets. I'm so sorry. It's on cardstock, individual ink pads, and dies in the annual catalog. There's some good deals. So this is the sweet card I received from Sarah. Every month when you are in her top 10 or whatever she does, the top 10, you get a card from her. So this is the card. So this is a belly band here. I just have it off with this. You know, I love this Bloom Where You're Planted. And it opens up like that. So it's just kind of a cool fold, right? I thought, oh, that's so neat. And I love this. This is the only kind of plant I can grow. So anyhow, that is what and here's mine. So I did the Santa Paws because I had this set and haven't even used it. I have a dog and I have a cat and yeah, and I haven't even used it. So here's the belly band. So you would take that off and then it opens up, ta-da, like that. Oh, look at here. The back is on it. I was looking for my instructions. I couldn't find them. But looky there, it is. Okay. Oh my goodness sakes. We were running around here frantically. That's why I was a little bit late. Okay. So I wanted to show you quick before I get started what I did with the watercolor flowers that I did. So here are the poinsettias. So on this one, when I did the watercolor, these little berries I did in petal pink. So that's why I did the petal pink background. I kind of brought that in. And I used the embossing folder that has the music on it. So I thought that was kind of fun. This is one of the dies that's on sale, that is going to be coming up on sale. It is a great die. I love it. So this is 2 separate pieces, right? And then it has all these cute little, I added some little things. So here's one. And then here's the other one. So I had one done and then I painted part of one. Now this one we're going to be doing in our holiday buffet because some people said they wanted to try watercoloring. And I just wanted to note that we have this cool embossing folder that embosses and then has this frame. So I wanted to frame out my poinsettia, but I wanted, without cutting out anything else, I wanted some different color green. So I took this is what I used. my Clorox bleach pen, and it comes out kind of thick, and I just colored with it on my leaves and then let them set, and then took a baby wipe and just wiped it away. So be careful if you're doing that, not to get on your clothes, but it gives you a whole different dimension. And I just kind of give, you know, in another color without doing anything but putting in a little bleach. Okay, so that was the 2 Christmas ones. Then I did some flowers. So here are my 2 flower cards. Switch these out. So on this one, this is the embossing folder, that's special. So I embossed it, and then I just went over it and colored in the leaves. And then I embossed this edge for the inside too. And got that done. Even though this is Mary Merlot, this is supposed to be cherry cobbler with gold. I think it goes okay. And then I added some of the gilded gems here, so we're going in the gold thing. This one we cut out. I cut them out. I fussy cut the leaves so I could put those in there. Ta-da. A little more coloring. So, Patty, you were the one that asked for this. You're the one that made me do this. You're the one that asked for the watercoloring technique. So I hope that you tried it and that you had fun. I certainly had fun, and now I have some people in class that want to try it. So, all right, let's start with our card. So here's all my little pieces. So when you do this in class, it looks a little bit intimidating because all of a sudden you have all these pieces, right? It's like, oh no, lots of pieces. So what I like to do is kind of organize my pieces. I know that's my belly band. Here's the topper for the belly band. On this white piece, I'm just going to stamp my, either my dog. You can do, with this set, you could do a dog, a cat, or a mouse. So I'm going to end up gluing my loose pieces on just to get them out of the way. So mine's going to open up like this. I'm going to take this out. So here's the dimensions on this. This is an interesting fold. This is 5.5 by 11. Write this down. 5.5 by 11, and then you score it at 1 1/4, 5.5, and 9 1/4. And then you fold it in half. The wider piece, you fold back, and then this just folds right over it, the 1 inch or 1 1/4 inch. So it just kind of, ta-da! It's kind of a cool fold. I liked it. So, all right, I am going to get started and put some of these pieces in here. And also note that because there's a lot of folds, I didn't, like normally I always put layers in, and I didn't. This one has the DSP directly onto your card base. I mean, in the inside, of course, I layered it, but usually I layered on the outside too. But because there were so many layers, I thought it would be kind of bulky. So I did not. I followed just like Sarah did, and I didn't put that on there. So let's put this piece on. Here we go. I wanted to get, I love this paper because it has all these cool designs. And then I have, where's this one? Look at this. This pattern matches the dog's sweater. Now, how cute is that? So I just thought, I've got to use this paper. I haven't used the set. I didn't use the paper. This is the first card I made with it. So I needed to get it done. So there we go. Look at how simple that is. Voila. All right. So on my original card, I'm just decorating now. I'm just decorating my belly band. I did the cat, but I think on this one we'll go with the dog so you can see something different. So I stamped the image for my stocking and my little dog here. Little dog too, and with Memento, because we're going to color it in with the blends. So there we go. Got that a little fuzzy. I have fuzz on my ink pad here. Let's see here. wipe that off. I'm going to color it kind of dark, so I'm not going to worry about it, but yeah, sometimes they get a little fuzzy. Part of the problem is that I use here a lot baby wipes. Some baby wipes have a lot of fiber in, and when you wipe off your stamp, it's also going onto your ink pad. So if you're wondering where that comes from sometimes, that could be why. That could be where it's coming from. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp, let's see here, inside. I did all that stamping with cherry cobbler. While that sits a minute, I'm going to stamp the words. Here we go. And on here, this just fits. Santa Paws is coming to town, just barely fits. So I was like, okay. And I am using cherry cobbler. That's the color I have for the base of it. There we go. So here we go. So I'm just going to ink this up here. Looks good. And hope I get this straight. Love that it's photopolymer, so I can see. Ta-da, just fits. And I need some of these for the inside. I'm just gonna put them down here for right now. There we go. And that can go over there. On here, I stamped Christmas greetings right in the middle here. Line this up. So yeah, check out the big sale. This is a great time to check out all of your cardstock. Make sure you have enough. It's a great deal to get it on sale. Everybody loves a sale. I love a sale. I do. So here's my little, I just used the cherry cobbler and put a little present down at the bottom. And then I did a little candy cane up here. Kind of offset it. Along with, now I'm done with the cherry cobbler. And I'm going to use some old olive. I needed to put a little bit of greenery over here by my candy cane. They have cutouts of holly, but I decided I wanted to just have something a little bit different. Like that. It looked kind of delicate. And then, oh, I'm not done with my cherry cobbler because they didn't have little berries, but they have little stars. So I put little stars over here. Use what you have. There we go. Now I am going to do some coloring on that with my blends. So let me bring over. Now I'm doing this in a class. We're doing this for our bingo, which is really fun. So I have double of everything here. But what I did is I colored my bow on here with my dark cherry blend. Let's see here. And then I did the stripes, every other stripe in the old olive blend. So I have green down at the bottom, I have green at the top. It sort of balances it. And then every other stripe here for my candy cane. There, ta-da. All right, and then a little old olive. Okay, get the cover off. Some days I'm stronger than other days. Here we go. I'm just gonna color this in, and I just did this quick. You know, we're gonna have a lot of people playing bingo, so we play. We do 3 games of bingo. You do 3 projects. I have all kinds of fun stuff planned. So there we go. Ta-da, that's ready. We'll let that sit and then we'll color this. So what I did on coloring in my little stocking here, again, I did the cherry cobbler and the light and the dark cherry cobbler and old olive. So I went with my light cherry cobbler first I know some people do light first, some people do dark first, whatever works for you. I've just kind of gotten in the habit of doing it this way. And but you can do it any way you want, because you can add in whatever. I'm just kind of going fast on here. So there's my light, here's my dark. And so on the dark, I just kind of wanted to make this frilly little, looks like stitching, a little bit darker. And then I also went around the edges just to give it a little more dimension. And if you don't like the line, then you can go back and go over it with your the light again and just soften that edge, and it just, hence the word blends, just blends it in. But I like it a little bit lighter and darker. So same thing with the green. I went with the light Old Olive. There we go. Over the whole thing there. And then I went with the dark and just kind of went along the edges where there would be a little bit of a shading, or this one's a little frayed. There we go. Now I'm going to blend that a little bit, but I'm not going to go all the way to the center because I like it having a little bit lighter area. Gives it a little more 3D look, like that. Now my little puppy dog, like the cat, I'm just using the light basic black. And I think we'll go, how are we going to do this? I think we're going to go here and color this in. So he'll be my little black and white dog. We have labs, so ours are all black, but there we go. We're just going to color him in like that. A little Malaya. We have only one dog right now. Malaya. Very sweet. I'm going to do his paws dark too. That's what I did on the cat too. There we go. Put maybe a little bit of the lines here. There. I'm just going to go along there. Give him a little bit. Okay. Ta-da. Now we'll bring over the Mighty Mini and cut these out. So they also, that comes in this with the paws, is this little tiny holly, which is really cool. I went ahead and cut those out so that little tiny piece won't go missing somewhere. So there's a cat, there's a mouse, and there's this dog. You have a nice option, and they're also on the DSP. So the dies for this can also be cut out stockings on the DSP. So if you don't feel like coloring them yourself, you can just cut it out of the designer paper. Such a great deal. Okay, let's put that down, run it through here. It kind of moves around more because I have a paper on top of this kind of spongy background. So, okay, there. They just fall out. All right, here we go. So let's put our tag together. So I have this, I have this. I have this all crooked. Oh my goodness sakes. Here's my tag. So I glued, wow, I'm making a mess. I glued this down, the stocking, and then that little animal I put up on dimensionals. So just kind of centered it like that. Here's this guy. We're gonna pop him up. I have my mini little dimensionals here at my fingertips, so that's what we're gonna use. Onto his little fingertips. So if you're new, welcome, welcome. So remember, don't forget, by the end of the month, if there's something you see that you like, you can join Stampin' Up. You can join and become a member of my team for only $75. And you get $125 worth of product. Wow, that's crazy. And so you pay tax, but no shipping on your order. And you can purchase right now, if you do it within the next 3 days, you can get it, you too can do it. You can get it at getting sale product. So you're getting even more. Because you're getting $125 worth of product for $75. But if you're buying stuff on sale, guess what? That just pops up. So here's my little holly. I just wanted to have it go right there at the end. All right, now I'm gonna just glue this on. This was the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Here we go. We have another big sale coming up December 1st with some dies, and we have the list with what's retiring and what's staying. It's always exciting. I don't usually get too, except for the cowboy, I don't really get too upset about things leaving because they always come up with something else I love. Does that mean I'm fickle? Or easy to please? I don't know. But twice they got rid of cowboy sets. Oh, what was that about? I don't know. All right, here we go. Here's the inside of the card. So that's where I brought in the pool party again, because I had the pool party on this flap. And I wanted to have something lighter and not just green. I like that it has some other non-traditional colors in there. So here we go. I'm just gluing this in. If I can get it straight, that would be great. Oh, I rhymed. Okay, and here's my belly band. So this is an 11-inch cut, and I scored it at 3 1/4, and I thought I did it at, let's hope this one is right, and 7 1/2. I thought I did 7 3/4, but no, 7 1/2. That'll work. So what I did is I have the band, I have it scored. You're going to kind of make adjustments. You don't want it too tight because this is a bit bulky. You want to be able to glide it up and down. So if it's too tight, you're going to it'll be a headache. Okay, so make sure you leave enough room that you can easily slide this back and forth on your card to take it off. Otherwise, it's like, nice card, glued shut. Okay. And then I am going to be putting this over on this side, so I want my flap to go this way where they come together here. That way the back is just plain. We used to kind of glue it together in the back, but I like to have the seam hidden. So what I did is I took this and I just kind of put some green glue on here. Tombow. And then I'll hold it down for a minute, line up those edges. There we go. Give it a good press. Make sure it's not too, yep, I can still slide it. And instead of having it kind of centered, I liked it over on the edge. I like that you can see the scallop on there. So I put it that way off to the side. And then I just glued that on here. So make sure I'm getting it in the right place. There we go. Ta-da. There we go. Isn't that a fun fold? Super cute. So it just slides off, opens up. Ta-da. Christmas greetings. Goes back on. Easy peasy. There we go. Even though I didn't let it dry real good. There. Ta-da. Thank you for joining me today. Check out the sale. Check out these the watercolor fun that I had. Here we go. I'm always waiting to get like one picture where it shows all the cards I'm showing. Would be nice. But it usually doesn't get them all. But there we go. Ta-da. So I wish I could snapshot that. And hope you guys enjoyed seeing what we did today. So here's the cat or the dog, or there's a mouse. So kind of fun. All right, let's turn the camera around. Hello, Lynn. How are you? Lynn, you're going to be doing this at bingo. Woohoo! So now you can decide, what animal are you going to do? Cat, dog, or mouse? Nobody really wants the mouse, do they? A mouse in the house. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. Tomorrow I will be winging it on Wednesday. We'll be pulling out a monkey cut kit. If there's one in particular that you'd like to see, let me know before tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central Time. And I will be happy to pull out whichever one I have at my fingertips. So thank you so much. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.